Josh Ainsker.
Okay, Josh, what I want you to do now is pick out one performer, identify all the strengths and weaknesses of that performer, prioritise the major weakness, and create a viable action plan to improve the weakness. Use your scientific, social, cultural and psychological knowledge to evaluate performance. Okay, good luck.
Okay. The clip that I've been shown to use is a clip from a Cheshire County League game, which is a league that is organised by the national governing body of cricket, which is the ECB, which was originated from the Bat and Ball Inn in Hambledon in 1750, and then the rules were extended by the MCC in 1774, and then the ECB were made after that. The performer I have selected is this batsman here. As you might be able to see, is from Asian descent, which is one of the factors of the development and increase in participation in the UK of cricket because of the Asian immigration. Other factors that have influenced development in cricket is the success of the England cricket team and positive media coverage on the TV and stuff, as also increased participation in development of cricket. To start off with his strengths, the first ball will show that even just from his setup there, he's very balanced. So that means that he's in position whenever the ball comes down. He's in position for whatever shot he'd like to play. The head, which is the most heaviest part of the body, wherever the head is, that is where your weight will go. And if your head is over your front leg at all times, that means you have control over whatever shot you would like to play. So yeah, basically. Another strength of his is his forward defence. As you can see from that shot there, his head is always over his front knee, which means great balance. And when the ball hits the bat is next to the front leg, so there's no gap between the pad and the bat, which means there's no way the ball can get through, which means it's less likely for him to be bowled. Another strength of this batsman, this one is a tactic he uses. In this shot here, he clips the ball over the infield, which puts doubt in the opposition captain's mind, where now he's shown that he's got the ability to clip the ball over the infield. That captain will now push the fielders back, and that gives the option for the batsman to just play it for one and no need to clip it over. Now you can just get the singles, and you can rotate the strike and keep the score ticking over. As you saw from that shot, he was very good off his legs. That was due to the fact that his head is always over his front leg, as I said before, and that means his eyes will always how can I explain that? I'll show you it in the next thing, which is another clip of him being very good off his legs. Again there, as he waits for the ball to come under his eyes, so it's easy for him to just manipulate the ball off his legs, as he's shown many times there. If you come back to here, this part here, as you can see there, he's mentally rehearsing after a bad shot that he's just done before, and mental rehearsal shows that he's an autonomous learner, as he's got the past experience and knowledge of the game to practice the perfect model in his head before the next shot is being played. Another tactic he uses is that in this clip here, he gets his leg outside the line of the stump, so he cannot be given LBW by the umpire if he's playing a shot. This means that if the bowler realises this, then the bowler will try and bowl more straighter, and if he tries and bowls a bit too much straight and he veers off into the leg stump, then the batsman, who I've said is very good off his legs already, can just play his favourite shot, which is off the legs there, and get more runs out there. Another strength of his is his ability to play in the V shape. When someone says playing in the V in cricket, it's the ability to play, if facing that way, straight words in a V shape like that. Say the off drive, straight drive and on drive. In this shot here, his back flow is very good, so that means his back flow is coming from straight behind and not from the side. So he can rely on his back flow, so he knows where his bat will be coming from. He doesn't have to rely on hand-eye coordination. And in this action here, in his left arm, the muscles he is using, the agonist muscle is the tricep brachii, and the antagonist muscle is the bicep brachii in his left arm, and in his right arm it's the opposite. But in both arms, the bones that he's using are the ulnar radius and humerus. Okay, they are the articulating bones, and in that action he's playing there, and the action that's happened, where the action's happening, is at the elbow joint, which is a hinge joint, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they're mainly all his strengths, really. If I now went onto his weaknesses, he's not got many weaknesses, but because I believe he's an autonomous learner. But this is an example of one of his weaknesses. There. What I saw from the clip, all I saw were defensive shots or scoring or boundary shots. Even though he's facing some very good bowling, even some good bowls, you could try and use softer hands and dropping the ball into gaps, meaning you can run the single and rotate the strike, so the bowler does not get used to just bowling at the same batsman over and over again. So if your partner batting is left-handed, then rotating the strike is a great thing, because then the bowler is being put off by the line that he'll be bowling. So a weakness of this batsman is that he's not rotating the strike and using soft hands to get quick singles and letting the bowler just bowl it in, unfortunately. And due to this, due to the fact that he's not rotating the strike and he's getting bogged down, and he's only scoring off the bad balls, which is very rare because he's facing a good attack, which means when he gets a little loose ball like that, maybe he goes that's a little bit too hard, and he's running the risk of getting out. So he needs to improve his temperament, really, and because cricket's a long game, and you should have more patience, because he's like an opening batsman. Just go into part 2 of the clip. Another weakness of his is his running. is running his paw there, and he should be really pushing really hard, pushing the fielders to get the maximum amount of runs he can, and putting pressure on the fielders. And when he's running between the wickets there, which will be using the ATP PC system, energy system, because this is at a high intensity, and that will happen in the sarcoplasm with a yield of 1 ATP, and that energy system lasts for 3 to 10 seconds. So he's running his paw again, linked to its running here. In this clip here, he's got very hesitant calling with his partner. As soon as you hit the ball, you should know if there's going to be a run or not, and there should be an early and loud shout. So your opposition your partner knows if he's going to be running or not. But the priority weakness that I have picked out is unfortunately on the first one again. So, it's priority weakness. Ooh. If I just get that in big. As you see in that shot, he's trying to play the cover drive there, but he is playing. He's playing it without moving his leg across towards the pitch of the ball, and he's just relying on hand-eye coordination. And he's playing the ball away from his body, increasing the risk of him missing the ball or edging the ball or mistying the ball into the air, which obviously means that he'll be out. So that's just one example of that. I mean, I've got other examples. That was a front foot one. This example here is of him not moving his foot to the ball. Oh no, like that again. That was another front foot one. Even though he got runs for it and overall it was quite successful. He played the ball away from his body and it was in the air. So he got away with it for that in that instance, but in the future then he might not get away with it, might not be as lucky, so he might be getting out. And if I quickly go to the next one. In this clip, that shows that he's not moving his back foot across towards the ball in a back foot shot. So in both front foot and back foot, he's not moving his feet across towards the ball, increasing the risk of him getting out. And that overall leads to his downfall in his wicket, where he's dismissed for edging the ball behind whilst playing the ball away from his body. As you can see there. So that is his priority weakness. So to build an action plan for that, I'll do it for 4 weeks, and in the first 2 weeks I'll be focusing on the front foot and getting his foot across the ball. So the coaching points for what I am for the cover drive basically are so you keep your head over your front knee and get your foot over to the pitch of the ball and keep your back float calm and straight, and just focus on timing the ball and not hitting the ball extremely hard. So the first 2 weeks will be of front foot, and the second 2 weeks will be of back foot, and in that first week there'll be 2 sessions, and to progress that into the second week we'll be going to 3 sessions. So like introducing the fit principles of training, and same again for the back foot. To test whether or not this will be working, beforehand I'll be on a bowling machine I'll throw down 20 balls into a full and wide area for the cover drive, and see how many times he plays the shot correctly and how many times he gets out, and I'll repeat that test after the action plan is done, and see if there's been any improvements, hopefully. So for the first 2 weeks on the front foot, I will be, first of all, I'll keep it simple by placing the ball, a tennis ball, on like a tee, like a cricket tee they have, and making sure he moves his feet towards the ball. So that's kind of like mechanical guidance as well, because they're using like apparatus to like help him out there. I'll progress that by not now on a tee, but now as a coach, me dropping the ball into that area, and he like getting his foot across and use like calm and steady flow through the ball, not trying to hit it too hard. And if he's doing well there, I'll be giving him like positive reinforcement, so his SR band will be strengthened, and etc. I'll then go on to start using a harder ball. Still, I'll be not dropping it now, but I'll be doing some throw feeds with the harder ball, with the corky, and then I'll progress that even further by then going on to the bowling machine at a steady pace at first, but then as I see improvements in the skill, I will be increasing the speed, hopefully, and to make the training more interesting, then I'll be introducing like game situations and like putting cones out into the areas where I'll be wanting him to hit the ball, so you get points for the accuracy of the shot and if it's along the floor, etc. And then in the second 2 weeks, which is the back foot, I will be, first of all, I'll start off with tennis balls again, just underarm feeding it into the area where I would want, like, where he should be hitting like a back foot cut shot or something, and to make sure I know where, to make sure he's getting across like his back foot in the right position, I will give him put mats down there to like that's like mechanical guidance again, so he knows where to place his foot and he knows what position that he should be playing the shot from. To progress that, I'll be taking the mats away and giving him some overarm feeds, still with the tennis ball, and then again going on to the hard ball, and then going on to the bowling machine again, and then increasing the speed, and then going into the game situation where we've given like points for the correct shot, and etc. etc. So yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Josh.
That's about it. Cheers.